Look, it is great content for Fox. It also leads AOC to celebrate being attacked by the right-wing media. Same goes for Marjorie Taylor Greene. The media is incentivizing the loudest voice, the most radical ones, to say crazy stuff. It's a symbiotic relationship where the radicals know their comments will get attacked by the other side, and then they can claim they're victims of the media on the other side, and everybody wins. Except that is the majority of us in this country who are not radicals, who want bipartisan solutions, who want political moderation. This study shows how badly our partisan media fuels the divide. Joining us now is Tom Fishman, CEO of Start With Us, the organization behind this study. Tom, thanks for coming on the program. Appreciate it. What was most surprising to you about what you found?
Thanks for having me, Dan. The most surprising thing to me was the sheer scale of the discrepancy. I don't think anyone is surprised that there's a discrepancy, but when you're talking 316% more coverage, we start to get a sense of the role that the media plays in continuing to drive the divisions in this country, and also the funhouse mirror vision that we have of our political system and of each other.
Have you gotten any feedback from the major outlets on your findings?
No feedback yet. We are, as a call to action in releasing this study, we put out a petition to invite all citizens, regardless of party affiliation, to call on the media to uplift the stories of bipartisan problem solvers. Listen, we're realistic. We know that media is a business. We know that partisanship is a part of American political life. We're not saying don't cover partisans or partisan politics, but does the New York Times need to cover Marjorie Taylor Greene 84 times in the 2-month period that we studied? Maybe 74 times, and give a little bit of that airtime to some of the people out there solving problems every day for the American people.
Right, but it's not as interesting. It's not as exciting. It's hard work, right, to talk about the nuances of policy as opposed to just talking about some crazy thing that someone said.
Well, listen, you bring up a great point. First, I don't know that I agree that the stories aren't there. I think when we think about the way that Chuck Schumer worked behind the scenes with Joe Manchin for a year to get energy and healthcare done, that's extremely
that's not across. That's not across the aisle, though.
That's fair. But listen, when you have somebody like Don Bacon in Nebraska, or somebody like Gus Bilirakis working together with people across the aisle to actually do good for veterans, for seniors, those are stories that people care about, and that continues to bear out in the study. We continue, it starts with us, to prove out that there's an audience for this, and we do have to hold up a mirror to our role in this as news consumers and amplifiers. There's a lot of focus on the supply side, not as much focus on the demand side. We need to pay a lot more attention to the things we're clicking on, the things that we amplify.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, look, people say they care about it, but then when you actually watch the numbers, you watch the ratings, you watch the clicks, it's not as exciting. Which is look, I'm with you on this. I'm trying to amplify this stuff. Tom Fishman, thank you, appreciate it.
Thank you, Dan.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your cable provider, and don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.